Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to WWE 2K20 random matches. We are in New York, New York. It is a Summerslam spectacle. We're going old school. We're going back to the 80s, But it's going to be a hell of a match because even though we're going back in time, we are having a futuristic match featuring superstars of all ages. Because we are having a fatal 5-way Hell in a Cell match, and it's gonna tear the house down. These fans are in for a treat. As it is, you've already got the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, entering the match. He is a much-loved legend, a much-loved superstar, always willing to get the job done. You could always call on him, you could always depend on him. And I'm excited to see what he brings to the table, especially in his first ever Hell in a Cell match. And folks, Rusev Day has come to SummerSlam. You might know him more as the best man Miro in AEW, but tonight he is back in WWE for the hottest party of the summer to go against some of the greatest of the greats, and he hopes to walk away tonight as WCW United States Champion. And you can't have a SummerSlam spectacle without a little bit of royalty. One of my personal favorites, there's something about him that just I gravitate towards this man. Jerry the King Lawler. In his own right, in his own kind of way, he is an awesome superstar, and I cannot wait to see how he fares in this fatal 5-way Hell in a Cell match. Let me tell you something, folks. If you are the crowd in attendance, you are damn excited, and you feel like you are getting your money's worth because the legendary names keep on racking up. We've got Andre the Giant, Jerry the King Lawler, now Shawn Michaels. You also add Rusev Day to the mix there. It's just a matchup of pure excitement, of pure entertainment, and a matchup that is surely, boundly gonna tear the house down. Oh my! Folks, here is a superstar, new friggin' attire and all. Who would consider the Hell in a Cell structure to be his own playground. Because there ain't a scarier superstar on the roster right now than the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And if I'm any of the other 4 superstars right now, I'm looking at this man. I'm looking at this superstar and thinking to myself, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? Of course, you're contractually obligated to be in a random match if your name comes up. However, you still have to think that, holy crap, I've got to go against this guy. If I want to become champion, I have to potentially take out the Fiend. And at the end of the day, is it going to be worth it? Inside Hell in a Cell of all things, the Fiend is here, and the Fiend is ready to incite fear and pain and punishment into all of his opponents. And I hope the crowd is ready for this one because they're going to be on their feet the whole time. Once again, the WCW Hardcore Championship. I think I called it the United States by accident, but it's actually the Hardcore title. And well, you have to be hardcore to win this one. The Fiend straight after Andre the Giant, but the Andre the Giant just swatted him away. What are those other superstars doing? Rusev, Jerry Lawler, Shawn Michaels just circling each other. Ring around the rosy. That's what's going on right here. None of them are touching each other. Maybe just observing the action between Andre and the Fiend. Oh my goodness. And it takes a lot to take Andre down with a headbutt, but if anybody can do it, it has to be the Fiend. The Fiend surveilling the competition, and then after Shawn Michaels saying, I'm done with this, and that's when Jerry Lawler and Rusev also woke up. Jerry Lawler ended up attacking Rusev. Man, oh man. The Fiend got thrown, I just realized, to the outside, but not for long as he stood up. And now what's he doing? Looking under the ring for something. Grabbing a chair, putting it in the ring. Still looking for something else now. The Fiend, of all people, doesn't even need weapons, but the Fiend, as dangerous as it is, but when you add a weapon to the mix, that's a sledgehammer. That's a sledgehammer to the gut of Andre the Giant, to the gut of Shawn Michaels. Let me tell you something. Shawn Michaels ain't going to be the Heartbreak Kid after this. He's going to be the rib-broken kid. And now Andre the Giant back in it with a big chop to Michaels. And on the outside, Rusev and Jerry Lawler going at it. Just taking it to each other, I should say. And now the Fiend has just trapped the head of Andre the Giant on that. Oh, and he went for a dive. Andre the Giant got out of the way. And the Fiend forced to roll to the outside of the ring. And now Andre the Giant maybe going to join the fray of the outside action. Jerry Lawler and Rusev not paying any attention to Andre. I don't think they want to. Now Shawn Michaels. Oh, super kick to the... Was that maybe the arm of Andre? Andre staggered a little bit, but it didn't do much to him. And now thrown into the steel steps. Knee first. Smart strategy there. You take out the knee. You blow out the knee of Andre the Giant, and you stand a chance, a better chance of taking him down, taking him out. But just like that, the Giant fighting back. Now the Fiend going to the top rope. What does he think of? Then he changed his mind. Decided he's not going to do anything. Well, I think he grazed Andre there. And Shawn Michaels really taking it to Andre with the super kick. Now Shawn Michaels thrown into the cell wall. But Andre now taking the fight back to the Fiend. Everybody brawling with each other on the outside. And Andre went to the cage wall now. Now Shawn Michaels, did it break? I think it broke. Yes, it is. It did. The Fiend is now on the outside. What is on the... Oh no, the Fiend is climbing up. The Fiend is climbing up. What is on the Fiend's mind though? What's he thinking of here? Oh, now he's climbing... Wait, he's climbing down. He wants to join the action again, it looks like. And now he's back inside that cell structure. But again, what is on the Fiend's mind? Does the Fiend ever think of anything? Or does he just do an action? Does he just... I think all he thinks of is inflicting pain and punishment. And I know this matchup has been very Fiend-centered. I should have focused a bit more on Rusev and Jerry Lawler as well, but I can't help it. And the Fiend's done what he's done. It's very difficult to focus on anything else. The sharp elbow to Rusev. Now, Jerry Lawler taking Rusev down though, in with the armbar, could be in trouble. And the Fiend reversing Shawn Michaels on the outside though. Rusev reversing Jerry Lawler's submission hold. Now, the Fiend going up, and Shawn Michaels is following up after him. They're both going to the top. They're climbing the cell wall. And now, Rusev and Andre the Giant in the middle of the ring. Taking each other to the limit. Now the Fiend and Shawn Michaels on the top. That's a dangerous spot to be. You do not want to be there. Trust me, folks. Trust me. As Andre the Giant just threw Rusev across the ring. Rusev forced to roll to the outside. Andre the Giant is alone. The Fiend taunting right now, saying, "Take me, take me. I dare you to take me." And now, oh, the Fiend, Shawn Michaels kick to the gut. It's difficult to see exactly what's going on with this high angle camera shot. Unless the Fiend and Shawn Michaels really fighting each other. Rusev much a kick to the face of Andre and only staggered him. Now Fiend, Shawn Michaels really taking it to each other. I'm very scared for what's going to go down, for what's going to happen. The Fiend looking for a pump handle slam. Oh my goodness! Shawn Michaels went through the cell. After that pump handle, the Fiend holding on, gripping onto the edges. But just like that, I mean, Shawn Michaels, poor back. We know he has had back issues in the past. But that's got to be the end of Shawn Michaels in this matchup. Now shot to the gut with the steel chair from the Fiend to Andre and to the back of Jerry Lawler. And now this is essentially the Fiend's match to win. So it seems. And Shawn Michaels fighting back somehow, some way. I don't know how he does it. After that massive fall, abdominal stretch locked in, and the Fiend, oh, I thought he escaped it, but I don't know what happened there. Nonetheless, how is Shawn Michaels still in here? Although some experienced wrestlers would say adrenaline is a beautiful thing. And that could be all that Shawn Michaels is fighting on. I don't know how he kept up there. The back suplex to Shawn. Shawn Michaels no longer got a broken heart. He's got a broken spine. More than anything else. Now the Fiend to Jerry Lawler. Mandible claw, but Rusev right there to break it up. You have to imagine that could have been all but over if Rusev wasn't there. Rusev after that heel tried to pin the Fiend. Didn't go very far. Now striking the Fiend, but the Fiend fighting back with a sharp elbows to the head of Rusev. Oh, Sister Abigail! Sister Abigail! Sister Abigail! Andre! But Andre the Giant there. Andre had thrown Jerry Lawler to the outside. Shot to the back of Rusev though. Andre almost ignoring the Fiend at this stage. Wanting to just focus on Rusev. So it seems. Now Rusev in the corner. Oh, but Andre thrown into Rusev. The Fiend throwing him. Oh no! Rusev just got crushed in the corner, but squashed by the Giant. And now, looking for the mandible claw, but no! Shawn Michaels reversed it. Shawn Michaels reversed. Now it's 1-on-1. Jerry Lawler, Shawn Michaels going head to head. Jerry Lawler swatting Michaels away, taking him down, targeting the knee. Now Jerry Lawler going to the top, but Shawn Michaels kept up, met him at the pass. Now Shawn Michaels thinking of something big, something dangerous, going to the top, meeting Jerry Lawler there. Is he going to hit it? A big superplex. And Jerry Lawler is going to be feeling that one in the morning. Man, oh man, what a hell of a match this has been. Oh, Shawn Michaels takes Jerry Lawler down. Into the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter locked in tight, but there's the Fiend. The Fiend to break it up. This, I believe, has been the second time that Jerry Lawler has been in precarious submission hold. And somebody's been there to break it up. And now, Rusev into the pin. But Andre there to break it up. Now on the shoulders. Oh, what a Uranagi type maneuver into the senton follow-up. And now, Rusev hit a big move on Andre. The Fiend looking to break it up. Oh no, he didn't reach. He couldn't reach. The Fiend didn't reach. If he could have gone the full length of the ring, you have to imagine he would have broken the pin up, but whatever big move Rusev hit on Andre, it got the job done. But that match was action-packed, but the biggest talking point of that match, folks, you have to imagine was that crash landing of Shawn Michaels from the top of the cell. Went straight through, landed hard on his back. Nonetheless, at the end of the day, your winner, new WCW Hardcore Champion, is Rusev. Rusev going to take that title back to AEW, show it off to the entire world. Going to say, hey, I was victorious in my comeback, in my once-off match in WWE, and now I'm the champion. You want to become this champion, you got to go hardcore, you got to take it extreme, and you got to beat me. Well, folks, that's all we have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to smash that like button, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Most importantly, turn the notification bell so you not miss a single episode to come or any other video that I post. Don't forget, I've got Universe Mode, also Pro-Wrasslin 2K Originals. But otherwise, keep tight, keep well, and keep fighting the big fight. I will see you next time.